What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Big Cool coming to you from Colossal Sports TV, and I am back with another video. This video gonna be the boxing rundown. I'll be discussing 3 topics in the sport of boxing throughout this video. First up, negotiations are reportedly underway, according to Shawn Porter. I'll post the article link from 3kingsboxing.com down in the description box below so you can check it out for yourself. But according to the new WBC welterweight champion, Shawn Showtime Porter, his team and Keith Thurman's teams are currently in negotiations for a unification rematch to take place early in 2019. Their first fight was terrific back in 2016. It was a hotly contested fight. I thought that Porter won on his ass. You know, it was a high-paced fight. You know, both guys were throwing and landing big shots. But Keith Thurman was awarded the victory. And I can't say I'm mad at that. But ever since, you know, his fight with Danny Garcia, we haven't seen Keith Thurman at all. We've seen some footages of him training. We've seen him laughing, hugged up with Spence and all these other cats at these fights. And every time you put a microphone in his face, you ask him about Spence and this and that, he gives you some head-scratching ass answers. He ain't been in the ring in 19 months. And you expect me to believe that this motherfucker is going to fight Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter, the head-button, wrestling, ultra stamina, tough Shawn Porter in his first fight back? No, I don't believe that. Now, it could possibly happen, but come on, man. Keith Thurman ain't built like that. At least I don't believe so. He's going to take 1 or 2 tune-up fights, get the flow of things, you know, shake off their rust, which I believe he should do and won't be mad at him. But to expect him to take a tough fight in a unification bout, that's pretty much giving away your unblemished record and your title. You need to fight 1 or 2 fights against solid competition, handle your business, defend your title, and then pursue a fight with Shawn Porter or a fight with Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? He don't need to be jumping head first into the deep end after relearning how to swim. As for Shawn Porter, this isn't a fight that people want to see off bat, just because I feel personally it won't be as competitive as it would be, as the first fight was, or as it could be if Thurman comes, you know, off the couch into a unification rematch with Shawn Porter. Shawn Porter, you know, is a wanted man. He has mandatories to, you know, oblige. Keith Thurman is one of them, being that he relinquished his WBC title earlier this year. It's in the rules that he can, when he's ready to return, he can be that guy, the first guy to get dibs at whoever wins the championship. So that's what he appears to be doing, but I won't believe it until I see it and hear it from him and people close to him. But if it does happen, it will be a terrific fight. The first fight was excellent, a Fight of the Year candidate, and I'm pretty sure that the second fight will be just as good as, if not better. But like I said, we have to wait and see from Team Thurman if this is legit, or Shawn Porter just talking, trying to drum up interest in himself in a potential rematch with Keith Thurman. Next up, Derek Chisora, Whyte got together today to announce that they will be fighting each other in a rematch December 22nd in the UK. These guys don't like each other. These guys have been negotiating this fight for 2 or 3 weeks now. At one point, it was thought to be off, but it was on again. They reached a deal. Chisora joined forces with a guy you never would have thought he'd have joined forces with, and that's David Haye, former, you know, heavyweight titleist, former cruiserweight champion. He is a promoter now, Haymaker Promotions, and he is the promoter of Derek Chisora. And he had gotten to Chisora's ear and said, man, look, demand more money, because Eddie Hearn had been bitched about it. But obviously, whatever he demanded, and they compromised on it was good enough for Derek Chisora and David Haye to sign off on this deal. But I think this fight is going to be excellent. The first fight, and this seemed like a video of rematches, you know what I'm saying, with Thurman and Porter. But now you got White versus Chisora-Whyte. It's called the Body Snatcher for a reason. He's a very good body puncher, and that's rare for a guy in the heavyweight division, especially being 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", to, you know, actually focus and dedicate on going to the body. Definitely takes, you know, a special type of fighter to do that. Excuse me. But the action in the first fight was fantastic, back and forth. Honestly, if you're a Dillian Whyte fan, you couldn't have came out of that fight feeling good, because he went life and death with Chisora, who's a very good fighter. You know, gave Vitality a tough fight. He's been in there with David Haye. He's been in there with a lot of people. And, you know, at that point, we thought he was washed up. We thought he was done. But he proved that he had a lot left in the tank. Dillian Whyte gassed in that fight. And, you know, damn near got knocked out. You know, it was just a brutal slugfest from beginning to end. And I think that a rematch between these two guys are appropriate. Is a risk for Dillian Whyte. And I give Dillian Whyte that credit. You know, he's been taking risks. First it was Joseph Parker. Now it's Chisora. A little older Chisora, and maybe shot worn, but still, this is a guy you have history with, that y'all entertain the UK fans and the fans around the world for, you know, a hell of a fight in y'all first fight. But this is a big fight for both men, because a win here puts them closer to a title shot against the lineal, or the heavyweight champion of the world, not the lineal. The WBA, IBF, IBO, and WBO heavyweight champion, Anthony Joshua. So we'll see how this rematch plays out. I'm expecting much of the same, honestly. Fight more the same. Maybe I favor Dillian Whyte. I think he's a little fresher. I think he's not as sloppy as he used to. Still a little still sloppy, but not as much as he used to. Then Derek Chisora had that war with Carlos Takam, where he landed a beautiful shot to put him down for the count in a fight that was a war, an absolute war. So I favor Dillian Whyte because I think he's a little fresher, probably a bigger puncher, but Chisora is very much experienced, and he's riding high off that epic comeback win over Carlos Takam, in a fight that he was on his way to lose. So, December 22nd, Dillian Whyte versus Derek Chisora. 2, on to the final topic. Anthony Joshua has come out and warned Deontay Wilder that if he's not serious in the negotiations in round 2, then you got the aforementioned Dillian Whyte and Derek Chisora. I'll post a link from skysports.com on this article so you can check it out for yourself in the description box down below. But this is the saga of Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. Will it get done? Won't it get done? If not, why? Who's to blame? And when will we see this fight? Obviously, Deontay Wilder has a huge task at hand when he takes on lineal heavyweight champion Tyson Fury, December 1st, 1 month from today, in a title defense for his WBC heavyweight championship in California. And honestly, Eddie Hearn has come out and said he doesn't want to wait to December 1st, the result of Wilder Fury to start negotiating. He want to start negotiating right now. He didn't went on the record and said a whole bunch of different shit pertaining to the split and what he would do if Wilder and Fury meet, X amount of pay-per-view buys, gate and etc. You know what I'm saying? And Joshua is already thinking about Chisora, Dillian Whyte winner, saying that Chisora's his guy. He want him to win. They both from North London, I believe he said. As far as Dillian, he been in the ring with Dillian. He wouldn't mind fighting him again. He think those are very impressive wins for him in his career. And, man, this is the bullshit that people hate. This is the bullshit people hate. And this is not throwing mud on Anthony Joshua or whoever. But you got a You got a manager, you got a promoter. You tell them what fights to make. You do your best to get the fight that the fans want to see, that brings you the most notoriety, the most fame, the most acclaim, that can push you further to your accomplishments as a professional fighter, being an all-time great, being a unified, undisputed heavyweight champion. And, you know, for Joshua to come out and say this, like, come on, man. You already given that perception that you didn't want to fight the first time. And now you're already talking about Wilder need to step up or sit out in negotiations when it's only fucking November 1st. It's only November 1st. Only November. If y'all want this fight, it can happen. You know, because by the time December 1st roll around, you got January, February, March, April. You got a whole good month and a half to make that fight after December 1st. Hell, y'all can already be talking numbers and whatnot now, and what y'all willing to do if X amount of pay-per-view buys are obtained. So it's just a lot of politics and bullshit in boxing, which is, you know, rubbing the hardcore fan the wrong way and pushing them away. But at the end of the day, I think if both guys really want this fight and really decide to put the egos to the side, I think that we'll get this fight April 13th in Wembley Stadium in the UK. But it's not a good look for Anthony Joshua to already be talking about Dillian Whyte versus Derek Chisora, facing him, the winner of that fight, when you got the fight that everybody wants to see. But it's no foregone conclusion that Deontay Wilder beats Tyson Fury either. You know, that is a significant heavyweight fight. That is the best heavyweight fight to be made this year, at least amongst, you know, name recognition, notoriety, and, you know, everything else that comes with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. So it's going to be a lot of big things happening in boxing. December 1st, Wilder Fury. You know, you got Keith Thurman looking to, you know, find his nuts again and fight Porter off the bat. No tune-up needed. And you got Chisora-Whyte too. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell button to be notified every time I upload new videos. Drop your comments in the comment section down below, giving me your thoughts on each one of these topics. Like my Facebook page, Colossal Boxing Talk. That's where I'll post boxing videos at. Follow me on Twitter at Colossal, I think, Sports TV. I'll post a link to all this shit down in the description box below, man. Shout out to the movement and everybody else that is moving with us. Be sure to check out 3kingsboxing.com for your latest and greatest updated, unfiltered, and unbiased boxing news and information reported the way it should be. Until next time, I am out. Peace.